Ladies, and there's a couple guys out here, and yes, Hope and Glory free August 1st. Thank you, Kath Quinn. All right, I'm gonna talk to Poffo here. Let's turn it around. Hey Poffo, how you doing?
I'm alive. I'm all right.
All right. Well, thanks for. This is the organizer. Let me just show people your. This is the organizer for the Anonymous for the Voiceless, and can you say, what Anonymous is, just very briefly, and then, anything you want to convey to people, in a digested form?
Yeah, Anonymous for the Voiceless, a worldwide animal rights activism group that essentially does street activism in the most direct, I think, and emotionally powerful way by showing the actual footage of factory farmed animals, how they're exploited, how they're abused. Goes through the whole cycles of fish, fur, dairy, cattle, pig farms, everything. And I think this is what people need to see. I mean, this is the greatest motivator to turn someone vegan. But basically helping people to connect with their own value system and just sort of trigger their sense of empathy and compassion. That's what the footage does. And the outreachers are here to explain and talk them through it. And we have material and just try to be supportive. And it's a very non-invasive form of activism. So people are encouraged to walk up and watch. But if they're not interested, they can keep walking. And no one's forcing them to do anything. But it's here, and the masks create like a very strong aesthetic. It's very evocative, and it grabs your attention. And I believe in it, and I've been a vegan for a while now, and I've done various forms of online activism, and I just think that this is one of the most effective methods.
What got you to go vegan, Poffo?
I'm a pantheist. It's my philosophy. I believe in the divinity of nature, and I had several online Facebook groups and philosophy sort of workshops where I was educating people and trying to promote this earth-based form of spirituality, and it just happened organically, where I realized that I can't keep telling people to love and respect nature and the earth and animals and still continue to consume and pay for this to happen.
Pay for this. Yeah. Pay for this. Pay for this.
They receive multiple bolt guns to the head. It doesn't always work, and they get strung up and get their throats slit, and it's just about making the connection. So basically my philosophy is what led me to it. I've always been an animal lover. I've always believed in animal rights, and I boycotted veal, and I thought I was doing good, eating like brown eggs and pasture raised and all that. And then it's just about knowledge. Once I watched YouTube videos, Gary Yourofsky and Bite Size Vegan, Emily, and
Bite Size Vegan, yeah.
So many others. Of course, James Aspie.
Earthlings.
Yeah, and watching the documentaries was the big thing. Watching Earthlings, Cowspiracy, and What the Health literally just changed me. And
Game changer.
I recommend those to anybody.
Nice. And can you just say important. Really briefly, thanks for all the love, everybody. Yes, thank you, Lucky Brownie. Kath Quinn, thank you. And could you just say briefly, I heard you talking to a guy, I was talking to a couple of guys. When I was doing outreach before I went live, there was a couple of guys, and they said, yeah, this is terrible, and but we eat meat because it's part of our culture and tradition, and they said it so justifyingly because they're from Switzerland, so we had that conversation. But I know that next to me you were having a conversation with a guy, and just the brief version to encapsulate for people, what was the,
With the tall guy? He said he's been thinking about this stuff for a long time, and then this experience, basically is the final straw, basically, like, because he's been moving in this direction for a while, and he recognizes that there's no morally justifiable reason to continue consuming meat, eggs, and dairy. And we talked for a long time, and he was coming at it from the environmental aspect, saying that he understands that it's completely unsustainable, and that we need to be moving in this direction just for the sake of the environment. So he was already there. I mean, definitely count him as a conversion, as a potential vegan. And then that family, that was all vegan family. Yeah. So we're having some good reception out here. People who are already vegan, or who are definitely going to consider it. And then people, if they don't want to watch whatever, I just give them some material, and it's something to think about. But.
Yeah, and you mentioned a good point. You just brought up a topic that I'm very passionate about, and I know you are too, Poffo, which is if you're vegan, if you're already vegan, and you don't really, if you're already vegan, be their voice. The most important thing is be their voice. Get out there. There's so many ways you can be active. I just want to show people there's so many ways to be active. Be a voice for the animals, because our silence, our silence is the voice of complicity, as it's known to be said. It's because imagine if it was one of your loved ones here, just not participating in it wouldn't be enough. You'd be out here. You'd be out here. Look at this. And these are the hens. This, sometimes these are called cage-free, and so on. Hers needs to be rotated. And one last thing I just want to show people. So this is the table, and people can, get information, and it's on all the various issues. And there's one more guy I want to talk to, and I haven't met him, and I want to see if he's interested in talking, and if he's not. Are you open to just saying why you're out here? Sure. Okay, so he just took a break from the cube. He was just in the cube with the mask. Can you just show the mask that didn't you have? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we've never met. So
yeah, we've met. I'm Christopher.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey Christopher, how you doing?
Hi Danny, I'm well. Nice to see you back.
Right on. Yeah, I just got back from a month in California. Thanks for being out here. So what's it like to be out here? And why are you out here?
Well, I'm out here for the same reason I went vegan. And I feel like it's the right thing to do. Being vegan doesn't feel like enough. I want to be active. It's really tragic when you think about millions of lives, or just sentient beings suffering every day for human pleasure, needlessly, and that's kind of. I just want to help create change.
So powerful.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, Poffo, Jamie, I can't Narozniak, lives in the Portland area. How can I get involved? What would you say to her?
Join the AV Portland Facebook group.
And AV stands for Anonymous for the Voiceless.
It'd be AV : and then Portland.
AV : and then Portland. And also, if you can't find it, Jamie, you can, my Facebook, Danny Rukin. Also, you can go to Portland Animal Activism. That's where all the things are posted. Portland Animal Save, Anonymous for the Voiceless, just in case. But yeah, go ahead.
I did want to say Michael Goodchild was extremely influential as well. He makes YouTube videos. He's a YouTube activist.
What's his name? Michael what?
Michael Goodchild, the vegan activist. It's the vegan activist.
Oh, yeah.
He makes incredible videos. And Earthling Ed, of course, was really influential too. And he says it that being vegan is the very least we can do. It's like if you saw that dog being kicked and beaten and abused, you can either you can be the abuser and you could just stand over here and say, well, I don't agree with that and I'm not going to take part in it, or you can actually step up and stop it from happening. Yes. And actually defend and protect them. That's what activism represents. We're the voices of the voiceless, so we're defending the animals that are being abused and oppressed and exploited.
Yes, so it's not enough to just not join in and beating the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very good.
So being vegan is literally the first step. It's just it's an inaction, really. It's because we're born into a system of carnism and just cultural indoctrination that is everywhere. In the media, it's being crammed down our throats. We always get the rebuttals. Well, don't cram your morality and ethics down our throat. But that's what we see every single commercial, every single billboard. We're already born into this system where we're being completely brainwashed. So we have to reject that brainwashing and actually reconnect with our own sense of compassion. And it makes no sense to have this selective compassion where we care for dogs and cats and horses, but yet no one cares about pigs and lamb and sheep and
selective compassion. And we're asking people to expand their circle of compassion. That's a phrase that's so important for other people whose values of kindness and compassion and social justice and mercy. Expand your circle of compassion.
We say for the animals, for the environment, and for health. I mean, this is a multi-layered thing that it's literally just unsustainable. The rate that we're going, the animals that we're feeding are the greatest cause of greenhouse gases and climate change at this point. Like ocean dead zones, just pollution, the waste of water, the waste of resources. It just makes no sense. It's insane. So, from any angle, any way you look at it, I believe that this is a social justice movement that is literally promoting the evolution of our consciousness. That we need to evolve, move beyond this archaic, barbaric, antiquated system of abusing and enslaving other life forms.
Yes, oppression is oppression, victimization is victimization, no matter who is being victimized and oppressed. And once people really get that, it's just a no-brainer. I just have to do something most important because